Ah, there you are. Thought you might have bailed on me like a parachute-less skydiver. So why don't you convince me you're not just another empty promise? What makes your service the Rolls-Royce of private jet development? Keep in mind, I have a very high bar, more like a space elevator. Let's hear it.
We've been in business for over 13 years and have customers that you can go get references of if you don't think our services are up to your standards. We've dealt with the Saudis, we've dealt with the Omanis, we've dealt with the Russians. We have all the utmost confidence in the world that we can make your plane to the specs and the quality that you need and want.
Impressive list, but experience alone doesn't cut a diamond, does it? I've got high standards, and I'm not looking for just any jet. It needs to scream exclusivity louder than my security detail at a flash mob. What exactly will you do to ensure this private jet is in a league of its own and doesn't just blend in with the rest of the hangar? And no shortcuts. I have a hawk's eye for detail.
We are on the engineering side. Your customization is going to be up to you and your design team. We can make whatever you want your design team from start to finish and up to, and make it exactly how to the specifications you want. So as far as customization and standing out, that's going to be up to your interior design team. We can make sure that it can be done and engineered and put on the plane with no issues.
Ah, so you're saying I get to be the Picasso and you're my trusted brush. Interesting. But let me ask you this. How do you ensure that my masterpiece doesn't fall apart mid-air like a house of cards in a wind tunnel? Ah, I see. So you're essentially telling me you're the mechanics and I need to bring in the artists, huh? Think of me handing you a Ferrari engine and expecting you to design the entire car. If I wanted to micromanage, I'd just stay up all night. But fine, I'll play by your rules. Timelines are critical here. I have tight schedules and tighter windows, tighter than a custom suit from Savile Row. So tell me this, how quickly can you make my vision a high-flying reality? And spare me the "it depends" nonsense. I need concrete timelines, or you'll be just another name in my nice try folder.
Once you get all our specifications written in stone, contract set, we'll have a timeline, and depending on how much manpower we throw on it, it could be done quickly, or as long as it takes, depending on manpower.
Ah, I half expected that. Like waiting for a good wine to age. It could take time or no time at all, eh? All right then, what kind of manpower are we talking about here? Give me numbers. How fast can you actually fast-track this project with your best team on it? And remember, I have no patience for delays. Shall I send over my private helicopter to pick you up now, or are you still hammering out the fine print?
Never been on a private helicopter. I would not mind that experience. Once details are worked out, we can give you a detailed schedule of when everything can be done. And if you need it done quicker, we'll throw more manpower on it. We have a team of engineers that we can ramp up or down depending on the scope.
Ah, so a bit of adjustable engineering horsepower, I see. Well, you better not disappoint me. Ramping up or down is fine as long as it doesn't feel like my jet is on a roller coaster ride. Now tell me, what kind of safety measures and advanced technologies are we talking about? I don't want my jet to just float. I want it to practically leave a signature in the sky. Think cutting edge, top notch, make my rivals green with envy kind of tech. If you can't convince me there, my helicopter might get lost en route to you.
How detailed, how intricate, how fancy you want your plane, we can do. It's all going to depend on your interior designer and what you need. Us as engineers will be able to put it on paper and make it happen.
So, we're back to this interior designer business, are we? Fine, Khalid will play along. My team can make Versailles look like a starter apartment, and you'll just ensure it all defies gravity seamlessly. Right? Let's cut to the core. Give me a glimpse of the advanced tech you can integrate. Any futuristic gimmicks that will outshine my rivals? Think James Bond meets Elon Musk, but on my jet. And speed. How fast can this baby go while keeping me cushioned on clouds? I want to straddle the line between luxury and Mach speeds.
You're not going to like this answer. It all depends on the type of aircraft you get. If you want a fast jet, go buy your fast jet. If you want a luxurious aircraft, you get a bigger aircraft and you make it into a flying house. So it all depends. Again, we can do whatever you want. It all depends on what the final contract and what you decide you want.
Ah, so an all-you-can-want aerospace buffet, huh? Well, I suppose that's a fair offer, despite sounding a bit like a choose-your-adventure book. All right, let's get hypothetical then. Say I want a high-speed jet with a whisper-quiet cabin that feels like I'm lounging in a five-star palace. And I want it done urgently, more urgent than my breakfast getting cold. What's the shortest realistic time frame we're looking at, and how many top-tier engineers are you throwing on my masterpiece, ensuring it meets every luxurious and safety specification without a single compromise? And don't be afraid to aim high. After all, I'm Khalid, and aiming high is my breakfast.
If you're wanting a fast jet, more than likely it's not a large jet. So for a smaller size scope of plane, I think we can get it done in 3 months. And as far as manpower goes, 10 to 12
3 months,
engineers.
huh?
Yes. Correct.
Only 10 to 12. Let's ensure we're on the same flight path here. You're promising me a high-speed, luxurious jet in 3 months with your best dozen geniuses. Now, here's my final question before I decide if I'm sending over my helicopter. How do you handle any potential hiccups? Correct, you say. Concise, confident. Does make me a little nervous, though. Hope you're not just good at buzzwords. All right, we'll do this your way. We've got a tight timeline and high demands. I'll have my team draft the specifications, and we'll see if your 10 to 12 engineers can truly deliver Khalid-worthy perfection. I'll arrange for my assistant to connect with yours, and believe me, if this works out well, you won't just earn my business, you'll earn my endorsement. That's worth more than gold in certain circles. You know, good luck. You'll need it.
Thank you.
How do you think you did?
Okay, depending. Now, if when you're dealing with this type of customer, if you don't know what the need is on our end, I know what I need to accurately give an estimate of manpower and cost. If he's very vague and open, it's always going to be a vague and open. You got to have set specific contracts in order to give numbers. So
Is your analysis done?
opening ability to ask questions, 37 out of what? Out of 100?
What was your score?
15, 30, 30
Overall
out of
score.
100. 37.
Ian's gonna shoot a post video. What did you think of the feedback?
Your recommended script is top notch. I would check on this all day long, for sure.